And this is the global forecast for May 2017. Let's get the basics out of the way, shall we? The Gemini new moon that's coming up on the 25th of May at 4/5 degrees of Gemini. It's quiet. That's not a significant new moon. It's not going to be a big deal. Similarly, the full moon on the 10th of May, later in the evening, UK time, which will take place at 20 degrees of Scorpio. That's making a lovely sextile to Pluto. And that suggests to me that this full moon that's coming up, this Scorpio full moon in about a week and a half's time, is actually quite a nice one. It suggests that in the background, despite all the challenges on the surface, that the deeper meaning of all the challenges that are ongoing is that of transformation, regeneration, purification, elimination and rebirthing. That's lovely. But this is the background picture. The foreground, well, there's not that many planets not doing anything. Venus is the only one who's being relatively quiet this month. The month can be split into two separate sections, the first half and the second half. In the first half, it's all about Mercury. Mercury is going to stand still in the evening of the 3rd of May UK time. So say by the evening of the 4th of May, wherever you are in the world, Mercury would have stopped going retrograde and started moving forward. But until the 13th, 14th of May, Mercury in the sky is going to be no more than 2 degrees away from conjuncting Uranus. So I do expect a kind of freneticism, an energetic electricity, a sense of imminence, of impending, as if something's about to crack or break through, some type of breakthrough energy with Mercury and Uranus together at the end of Aries. The fact that they're both trining Saturn is to be seen as beneficial because Saturn at least will stop things getting too out of hand. But I really like this Mercury-Uranus conjunction, or at least I will once Mercury starts moving forward, because I think we will see breakthroughs as much as, if not more than, breakdowns. The second half of the month, well, Jupiter is standing still at 13 degrees of Libra, starting to move forward in the second week of June. And during this whole period of mid-May, well, all of May really, through to the beginning of July, Jupiter is standing in a big inconjunction to Neptune. Now, Jupiter in Libra inconjunct Neptune in Pisces, I'm struggling to put some type of meaning to this, but nevertheless, because it's such a big aspect involving two really big planets, it has to have some type of significance at the global level. And I suspect that when it comes to transparent dealings involving balanced, fair play, honest broker negotiations, the world will be found lacking. I suspect there will be an element of subterfuge, of gullibility, perhaps even deception, especially in areas to do with either environmental concerns or fuel concerns. And it's just a pretty dodgy aspect, Jupiter in conjunct Neptune. In a personal chart, it's very difficult for things around escapism, avoidance, addiction. And in a global chart, translate that into the global dynamic and don't believe everything you're being told. At the end of this month, however, there's going to be a big grand trine in the sky. The North Node has retrograded back into Leo. And at the end of Leo, it's going to be trining Saturn at the end of Sagittarius and trining Uranus towards the end of Aries. And this is great, especially when Mars in the last 4 or 5 days of May moves into opposition to Saturn and sextiling both Uranus and the North Node, making a kite formation. If there is one time this month where I do expect there to be an element of potential real challenge in terms of warlike activity, aggression, confrontation, but also conflict resolution, assertiveness and projectiveness instead of aggression and confrontation, it's going to be the very last few days of May, when both Venus will be with Uranus and Mars will be opposite Saturn. This is a month where it's kind of jostling for position, And it's not in preparation, because the things that are changing this month are going to be long-term permanent. But I don't think we're going to get clarity as to outcomes. The Jupiter in conjunct Neptune is bringing an element of fog. If the planet were my client and all the people part of it, I'd be saying, as far as May 2017 goes, suspend your belief and your commitments, but don't be scared to take action. Results will come through in June and July. Have a good month, folks. Speak to you later. Bye.